Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Hush, also known as the Empress of Cups. And first off, I want to say thank you all so much for your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, anything that you do to, help my channel grow. I really appreciate it. All right. And before we get dive too deep, I know the last couple of days have been very upsetting for us, right? A lot of us are going through a range of emotions. We're hurt, we're, disappointed, we're mad, we're sad, you know, maybe even some of us feel defeated, right? But like our vice president says, it doesn't mean we've lost or that we're going to stop fighting, right? And so this is the time for us to just take a moment and reflect, right? Because this is just showing us where we as a people, right, let alone us as a country, are still in need of healing. Right, so that fight is not over yet, right? And so, especially to the Black and brown communities, y'all know, I know our minds are blown, but at the end of the day, remember, we are a resilient people. Okay, we are going to be okay. And remember, as long as you got God at your center, nothing else matters. Okay, so we're gonna be all right. Now, I just kept hearing this song by Anthony Hamilton. Yeah, Anthony Hamilton. And it was, "Do you feel me? Do you hear me?" I have not heard that song in quite a while, but it was from the American Gangster album. So do yourself a favor. You need to go to your iTunes, your Tidal, your Spotify, or whatever it is that you subscribe to, and go ahead and listen to "Do You Feel Me" by Anthony Hamilton. Now, a lot of that energy I was picking up from the Divine Feminine Collective, right? And this is more toward the divine masculine. So what I was getting from that, right, was her asking, right, are you aware of the connection that you and I have, or for some of them it's like I'm dropping hints to you and you're still not picking it up. So it seems like there's a bit of confusion, right, or a need for some type of solid proof, right, from the feminine collectives, excuse me, in regards to this. So I'm going to take a look into the cup because y'all know I'm a little nosy. So I had to go see, I had to ask Chip what was up. So let me take a look. And this is what he was showing me. First, go out the box when I looked at this. This kind of looked like a woman with her head up, right? This form right here, you see the nose, the chin is up, right? Her forehead and her hair is blowing back. And so to me, that looks like just a moment of taking a deep breath, taking everything in, right? Just a moment of reflection. And for some of you, it's almost like this energy has you thinking back to a time where maybe you felt disappointed by past loves, right? Because there's this woman inside, right? This image of this head. And looks like her hair is also blowing in the wind, and her hand is holding something, but her legs are crossed, and she's in this cute little sundress, right? And then right next to that is she's holding a little girl's hand. You see her little hair in her hands, And to me, that kind of looks like, for some of you, while you may have not been the one that experienced the past love, and this could even be for two people, right? You could have been a little girl, right, watching your mother or someone very close to you kind of go through that phase, right? Going through that phase of watching your mother be disappointed in love, and it kind of shaped the way you pursued love, right? So for some of you, you could have been a little anxious about love, overzealous, right? Or felt the need to control, right? And that's why I keep hearing that Anthony Hamilton, like, do you feel me, right? This person wants to know, this feminine wants to know, like, what is your move, right? Do you care? Do you even recognize that there's something going on here, right? And I see this key also, right? So it looks like access. So for some of you, you are currently aren't in connection with this person, but for some of you, it's like you could be telepathically linked to this person at this time, and so y'all are definitely picking up on each other's energy. Now, what I liked about this card, it kind of looked like an old silhouette painting to me, because I do see a man here. He has, like, this is the side of his hairline, and then there's up. So for some of you out there, your person could have like I don't mean to laugh, like a George Jefferson hairline. Okay, that doesn't necessarily mean they're old, right? Or they just could be bald and they could have like, that shadow, 5 o'clock shadow. Their hair might be growing in right now. Okay, but there's a level of stoicism in this person too, because this looks like a blazer, right? Somebody who's very intelligent, highly intelligent, and I've said this for a while. Somebody that knows their own mind. Somebody that's not very quick to speak up, right, on certain things or even on their emotions, right? Very King of Swords energy. I would equate that to. Okay, and something about this, it's kind of giving me like the 1950s vibe to it. It's kind of giving me like Martin Luther King vibes here. So your person could be an orator, somebody who speaks very well, speeches, and a writer, something to that effect. I get a lot of artistry, right? You yourself could also be an artist, just the way I'm seeing kind of like this free flow energy surrounding you. Okay, and you just like, what's up? I need to know something, right? But keep in mind, what we're experiencing right now for all of us during these massive shifts is that everybody needs time to process, right? And so, do I feel like they understand? Do they feel you, right? For some of them, it's just that their mindset hasn't been there. Yeah, they feel you, right? Like they know something within them is going on, right? Within this connection, are they? I just don't know if they're quite ready to answer yet. Don't get me wrong, right? And so we're gonna look into this. We're gonna get this. I'm gonna throw a couple charms down. We're gonna get a little deeper. All right, give me one sec. Okay, so I got a little plate here, a little candle plate, and here is 4 quadrants, and each quadrant is going to represent something different surrounding your person. Okay, so the first one is going to be on the left side, which is what's going on in your person's mind. The second quadrant is what's going on in their heart space. What's halting movement forward is going to be in the third, and what's needed to progress forward in the fourth quadrant. So let's check that out. Okay. So, there seems to be a lot going on, and a lot of it. Okay, I'm just going to separate this. It looks like it's sharing between the third and fourth quadrants. So, let's check it out. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so right now, what's going on through your person's mind, if you can see this, is quite a bit. Okay, so going into the first quadrant, we got rose quartz, unakite, right? We got aragonite, which is also known as the teddy bear stone. But we also got a little snake skin right here. Okay. Right next to that, we have some honey calcite, right? It's very interesting because right now, a lot of this is just like a lot of the feminine collective, right? Learning how to come into union with yourself, like your old patterns of behavior, right? Reducing their stress and anxiety surrounding the energy that's happening here. And there's also in their mind, right? A worry or a lack of confidence, right? In their own, not necessarily their own situations, right? But how to handle this shift. It's like, forgive me, y'all, my phone was on 20% and it stopped the reading. It's like some of them are in the process of breaking old or letting old ancestral patterns here, like familial patterns, just kind of fall to the wayside, or even ways of thinking, even their own personal destructive habits is what I'm hearing. But they're dealing with this enlightenment. We got the sunshine right here, right? They're definitely tapping in. They understand what's happening. They're just trying to process it all, because right here in the heart space, right, they're looking for commitment for a select few of them out there, right? That's why we have the ring here, which does represent commitment, but confidence, right? They want to be confident that when they bring this energy to you, when they say what it is that they need to say to you, right, it's not going to be met with, I don't want to say vitriol, but resistance. Let me say that. We got blue howlite here, right, in their heart space. So they're still a little anxious. They're learning to calm down a little bit, right? And then we have what's blocking the movement forward again. We have this dollar bill here. So maybe for some of them, it could be financial. And then again, I do pick up like just old ancestral things. So negative patterns, maybe, especially in their finances ancestrally, maybe learning how to manage that, diving deeper and being vulnerable is what I'm seeing here. Especially in this connection, since it came next to the puzzle.